favorite parts about fall is that it just feels like a fresh start. Yes, the days are getting shorter, the weather's getting cooler, but I've heard somebody once say that September 1st is like another January 1st, and I fully agree with that. You've had a great summer, now it's time to get back to a certain schedule, and for me, most of my scheduling starts by getting it all down on Google Calendar. Hey you guys, and welcome back to my channel. This is my long-awaited Google Calendar tutorial. If you've been on this channel before, you know I am all about being organized. It is actually how I am able to balance multiple components of my job. I am an online teacher, a course developer, a resource designer, and all of those require me to be very strategic with my time. We all have the same amount of time in a day. Money can't buy you more of it, and it really is how you spend that time that determines your level of success and even happiness in your everyday life. Today I wanted to sit down with you guys, share my screen, and show you how exactly I go about organizing my time week per week. Update from my previous calendar videos, which I will link down below. This will be the most up-to-date one. But my previous ones lack what I now put on my calendar, and I'm so excited to share that with you. But if it is your first time here, welcome. My name is Kristen, and like I mentioned, I'm a former classroom teacher turned online educator. Here we make all kinds of videos about organizing your time, working from home, and being productive. If any of those sound interesting to you, be sure to click that little red subscription button and the bell down below. Also, let me know your favorite thing about fall and organizing your calendars. Question of the day. Are you a paper planner person or a digital planner person? And I'm gonna answer really honestly. Of course, I did not plan this part out, clearly. But if I'm being honest, I like to actually do both. I am a paper planner girly and a digital planner. Digital has to deal with things that I have to do in my routines. Things like my daily walk for my mental health, or meal prepping so I don't eat my entire fridge working from home. These are just things I do on a repetitive, habitual basis. And what goes on my paper planner, this is more like, what are my big goals for the month and how can I break them down in the blocks of time that I allow throughout the week? That is my question of the day. Let me know how you function in terms of organizing your time down below in the comments. And of course, like I mentioned, give this video a big thumbs up. I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen here and show you exactly how I put my calendar together. If you are new to Google Calendar and you have a Gmail account, surprise, you actually do have a Google Calendar. In the upper right-hand corner of your Gmail account, you'll see those 9 little dots. If you click that button, you will see a calendar option. And then you have the ability to put together a calendar very similar to what you're going to see here on my screen. Sharing my screen in 3, 2, 1. Welcome to my Google Calendar. You can see here is my entire week from Sunday the 17th to Saturday the 23rd. You can see I have all of the times blocked out by hour from midnight all the way down to 11 p.m. that day. I love seeing this because it just shows me here's the allotted time I get every week. It's always the same every week, as is everyone else's time. Then if you look over on the left side, you can see all of my little sub calendars, things like get stuff done. I've got a family one here that I do have unchecked right now. I am going to jump in here and I'm going to rename this one. This is not my actual calendar. This is an additional email account, so I have an additional Google Calendar. I want to come in here. I'm going to call this one Online Teaching. I want to make it be this lovely, we'll go with like a eucalyptus color. Why not? You can, if you notice those 3 dots, you can click them and you can change the colors. Now, if this all looks too advanced for you, do not worry. You could just have everything I'm about to put on the calendar on one calendar, but let's say you want to have a calendar for online teaching or meal prep or working out. You can make your own versions here. For example, I'm going to wake up every single morning, Monday to Friday, at, we'll just say 8 a.m. 8 a.m., that is my half hour. I'm going to say, wake up and get coffee. Now you can see right now it's under K Music Studios. I'm going to put that under Get Stuff done. That is part of my daily routine. And I'm also going to tell Google Calendar that I want this to happen weekly, Monday through Friday. And once I click save, you can see it there, Monday through Friday. Now let's say that I have a busier week and I want to start waking up at 7:30 and not 8. I can click on it and drag it upward. Then I can say just that one day or change the future of these events. And I'm going to say change them all to 7:30. Now right now I am teaching, my morning block is 8:30 to 11. So you can see I've got that highlighted. Now I'm going to put that under my online teaching calendar, and I'm going to say online classes. And that happens again Monday through Friday. You can just see I am slowly building up this calendar. Do you need to have those subset of calendars on the left-hand side? No. Do you need to have these all be color-coded? No. These are just things that I like to do because I'm a very aesthetic person. I like to see different colors. Plus, I know if I have to take an appointment or I need to have a change in my schedule, I can see it all here. Now, just for a fun fact, I am not currently teaching on Fridays, but I will go back in and I'll clear all of this off later once I set up the rest of the week. So we've got wake up and coffee at 7:30. I've got this half-hour block here. That could be like setting up for classes. That could be doing something around the house. I'm going to leave that half-hour block between 8 and 8:30 a.m. open. Some people like to have every hour on the hour blocked off. I am not always like that. What happens if I needed 10 more minutes of sleep or I have to do something unexpected around the house? I like having just open spaces in the event that I need that time. Up next, let's put lunch on the calendar. We'll put lunch right at noon and we'll take an hour lunch break. We'll write lunch. We're going to put this one down here where you see it says K Music Studios. You can click a new calendar. This one's going to be again under Get Stuff Done. Now this time I'm going to make it be like a dark blue. You can see I can change that color here. And again, I'm going to make it happen Monday through Friday. There we go. I know some other people like to add emojis to these. For purposes of this little tutorial, I'm not going to do that. So now you can see I've got my wake up time, my online morning classes, and my lunch break. Next, I know that I teach in the afternoon 2 to 5 p.m. So I've got another block of online classes. So again, I'll go in, click online teaching, put it on the online teaching sub-calendar, and tell Google to make it be Monday through Friday. Done. So these are things that happen at the same time every single day. Now, like I mentioned, I do not teach on Friday, so I'm going to click on the Friday options. I'm just going to delete just the Friday one. That's it. Not the other ones, just the Friday, because my Friday will look a little bit different. Now, a few things don't happen every single day. For example, on Mondays from 11 to noon, this is when I set up my videos. So YouTube video setup. This one I will again put under Get Stuff Done, but I'm going to make it be red. And this only happens on Monday. So now when I jump over to where I was telling it to make it happen Monday through Friday, I'm just going to say weekly on Monday. I have 2 YouTube channels, this one and a music tutorial page, and both of those channels drop content at noon on Mondays. So that 11 o'clock to noon time, that is me making sure, is everything set to go? If I have sponsorships or ads that need to be placed in those videos, are we good? Are we set? And if I have extra time, I can script things out, I can edit additional videos, I can put things on a content calendar. Having 1 YouTube channel is crazy enough. Having 2 is insanity. But again, that only happens on Mondays. Then Tuesdays before lunch, I like to go in and just look at my Teachers Pay Teachers store. Now this is gonna make you sound like a crazy person, but I do balance online teaching, creating YouTube content, and digital resources in a shop. Those are like my 3 big career baskets right now. So how I make this work, this one's going to go on an actual Teachers Pay Teachers sub calendar that you can see right here. This one's going to happen on Tuesday, just like this. It's also going to happen on Thursday, so I'm just going to type them in both here. Teachers pay teachers. And during this time, this is when I may be making resources, posting resources. I have not mentioned this on my channel yet, but I've gotten into marketing. A couple different sites that I have been trying my hand at, just small marketing budgets, which I can't confirm yet are driving the sales. It could just be organic traffic, but I have seen a big shift in my Teachers Pay Teachers products. But anyway, you can see that Tuesday and Thursday. I love that gold. That looks really nice. I might need to take that over. It's called Mango. Great. Okay. And then 11 o'clock, you can see right here on Wednesdays. This is normally my self-admin hour. And what do I mean by a self-admin hour? Well, I don't have an assistant. I don't have somebody to sift through my emails and answer correspondence. So I try to do this usually Wednesday, sometimes on the weekend, sometimes on Mondays. It truly can be overwhelming if I let more than 2 or 3 days go by. And this is not a, flex on, oh, I'm a great, big important person. I've got students that have questions about classes, potential parents. I've got people that want to reach out with, content and brand strategies and deals. There's a lot that goes into this. And again, at this point in time, I don't have an admin. Maybe someday. Katie keeps telling me to get an admin. I will get there. If you don't know who Katie is, it's Katie Geddes. Definitely go subscribe to her, now. I'm going to link her in the cards. She's all about having the help and knowing you're not a one-man show. Definitely recommend. You can see here, I've now got my morning classes, my 11 to noon setup. I typically like to go for a walk after lunch. It's just a nice change of scenery. I can get outside. I am not back on my computer. Before, I would just eat lunch and go right back to the computer. By the end of the day, I was drained. I didn't want anything else. I just wanted to be left alone in my little cocoon. But now I like to have my daily walk. The walk itself is actually 35 minutes, but I am going to allot a full hour of it. Let's go and give it a nice, we'll give it that nice salmon pink color. We'll say that this happens Monday through Friday, just like this. I will go in and delete that because Fridays will always look different. I do still wake up at that same time. So now I've got my work day. So for anybody who's ever wondered, she works for herself, what does her work day even look like? Well, now you're looking at it. It's right here. Starting at 7:30, waking up, getting ready for the day, morning classes. I've got some kind of project or work thing between 11 and noon, lunch, the daily walk, and then classes. Now, there's one thing I haven't allotted for here on this calendar yet, and that is YouTube content. I typically will try to squeeze in some time to film Fridays, or if there's ever a time in my teaching schedule, like right now, I have a random hour off before my next class in a few minutes. So I was able to sit down and shoot a few videos. But on the whole, I do try to wake up at the same time on Friday. I will actually have a slow morning between 8:30 and 10:30. That is my big morning walk to coffee. I will walk to a coffee shop, go get some coffee, listen to some podcasts. I don't have to worry about signing on, being anywhere, being present. It is so nice. Then I'll get myself back home. I'll have a nice shower. I may also throw in laundry. I do work from home, so I do try to get as much of that done. And then I will have my regular lunch. That one stays the same. And then the afternoon, really from afternoon from about 1 to 3:30, that is when I edit YouTube videos. This schedule right here kind of allows me to, one, be done a little bit early on Fridays. I'm not gonna lie, I usually go grocery shopping and meal planning at that time. And then if I have any extra time in the afternoons, I will do what's called a power hour. And I don't mean drinking at the bar. I mean, I will make a list of things to do around the house: laundry, dishes, trash collection, meal prep. Because I do work from home, I do try to get as much of that done. My husband is a fantastic partner. He is able to help wherever I need. All I have to do is ask. But because I work from home, I do try to allot for as much of that as possible. But you guys can see right here, this is a pretty accurate markup of what I am doing currently with my allotted schedule. Let me know your thoughts on this down below. Do you use Google Calendar, another digital, or are you a paper planning person? Let me know down below. Happy teaching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.